Aside from being entrepreneur friendly and business friendly, I think the main reason that most businesses have located here in the past has been location.
On the family side of things, the school district, it's a very safe rural area. So there's a lot of other benefits that don't necessarily equate to the business.
I live in Imlay City, so for me it was about wanting to work in the community where I live and wanting to be able to serve in the community where I live. And it makes it convenient for having a family atmosphere here. My kids spend a lot of time down here with us.
The Seed Group is made up of local entrepreneurs, chamber representation, DDA and city representatives on a volunteer basis to streamline processes for business owners and developers while also marketing the community as a whole.
And it's just developing a culture of acceptance and avenues for additional information and support, both in the community, in the public, with the funding sector, and also with municipalities with zoning and acceptance on helping.
What we wanted to do in Imlay City was to make sure that the resources that we have here in Imlay City are brought to the fore.
Because it adds for growth, for helping with young entrepreneurs. It gives them more reassurance and fertilize their ability to grow.
Well, when Frontier first arrived to Imlay City, actually the first visitors that I had in the building were the representative from the DDA and the chamber. And it was really remarkable for me because they allowed me an entree into resources and people immediately that would have been a little more difficult to get on my own. I'm sure I've been able to stumble around for a while and find the right people to talk to introduce Frontier to the community, but they were there, they were ready, they opened the doors, they provided me with that information, and it made the transition very easy.
Pinnacle Foods is pleased to be a part of the Imlay City community and an employer in the state of Michigan. In fact, we're so pleased that we announced last year that we're expanding our production capacity here in Michigan. On top of our support we received from the Imlay City community, our analysis determined that the Imlay City facility was the most economically viable choice for the long term, and that, coupled with the ratification of a long-term agreement with the local Imlay City Union, was the rationale behind our decision to expand here in Imlay City, Michigan.
One of the things that I found particularly exciting about living and working in Imlay City was the relationship between the DDA, the chamber, and the city itself. It's rather unique that you have a community where those three entities are actually all pulling in the same direction at the same time. Finding that those staffs interacted with each other, shared information with each other, that I could actually do one-stop shopping when I needed something, made it very efficient for me as a business manager running a business in the city to find out what I needed to know, when I needed to know it, and to do it efficiently.
I think that one of the things that would be really important to stress to any would-be entrepreneur in our area would be the networking.
One of our assignments was to find entrepreneurs in our community. The idea we came up with was to host an entrepreneur meetup and see who came. So we started marketing the event. They've been really well received in the community. Talking to other communities, they're just shocked at how many people we have come.
The entrepreneurial meetups are just starting in its infancy with the Seed Group, and it's opening eyes up to what can be.
I think that the entrepreneur meetups are a really unique way for both established and unestablished business partners to come together, to learn about each other, to provide resources and information to each other in a non-threatening way, in an educational way, but also informally, and having some fun. I think that it's a resource that's particularly unique in smaller communities where you might have some big national companies and you'll have someone else who's an entrepreneur, who's an individual who wants to learn how to be successful in business. And this creates the environment for them to learn and to share, and for us to give back to the community in a way that we don't ordinarily get a chance to do.
A great example of how our collaborative effort is being received warmly is that we recently had a ribbon cutting on a small business that located here in Imlay City. And his comment at the ribbon cutting ceremonies was that he has never been received as warmly as he was and is here in Imlay City. That's a combination of the Chamber, the DDA, and the municipality all going together with support for new businesses to locate here and making it easier and making them feel received.
I've seen a lot of growth in the last 3-4 years that I've been here, and I think that the Seed Group creates that door for those new people to get in, understand who the players are, get the resources that they need. And when you're a city that's in transition, kind of going from something that's smaller, maybe morphing into something that might be a little bit bigger, it's important that you have those tools in place and those organizations in place so people can know how to access it, know how to get in, and how to be successful more quickly.